In this video, we're going to look at exponential functions. So exponential functions are of the form f of x equals b to the x, where b is called the base, and it's any number that's greater than 0 and not equal to 1. So exponential functions are different than power functions, which are like polynomials. Polynomials are of the form x to a number, like x cubed, x squared, or a line would be x to the first. An exponential function is of the form a number to the power of a variable. So it's called an exponential function because the variable is actually in the exponent. The x is in the exponent. So what happens when we graph these? Well, their basic graphs look like this. We have a b to a number. If b is greater than 1, that base is greater than 1, then the function, when you graph it, will go up. It will increase as x increases. And if b is between 0 and 1, then the function will decrease as x increases. So based on those two graphs right there, we can talk about some properties. Their domain is all real numbers, or you might state it from negative infinity to positive infinity. You can plug in any number right here for x and calculate a y, right? Any number to any number, it works. There's no, dividing by 0 or anything of that sort. So the range is all real numbers. The domain is all real numbers. The range, if you look at these graphs, any number to any positive number, the base, remember, has to be greater than 0. So if you have a positive number raised to any x, whether it's a positive x or a negative x, the result will be positive, right? Even if you raise a positive number to the power of a negative number, that's just a fraction. It's still positive, though. It's still above 0. So the range is from 0 to infinity, and no positive number to any x will ever equal 0, so we do not include 0. Although you can see that it does get closer and closer to 0 out in that direction and also out in this direction. There are no x-intercepts because it never crosses that x-axis. The y-intercept is always, however, the same thing. Because if you plug in 0 for x, b to the power of 0 equals 1. Okay? Regardless of which function you're on. So no matter what the base is, regardless of what number the base is, the y-intercept is always going to be 0, 1. The x-axis, because the function approaches it out here but never quite touches it, and also out here, the x-axis is actually a horizontal asymptote. So if b is positive and greater than 1, then the function increases. So we'd say then f of x increases. And if b is between 0 and 1, then f of x decreases. And that is for all x, for all values of x, everywhere. Okay, and the only point that every exponential function goes through is the point 0, 1. That's the only point that all functions of this form go through.